just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC, between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills. On the Broncos sideline, get a look at their head coach. These guys off to the kind of start they needed this season. They're 3-1 thus far. Facing off with them, it is Sean McDermott, head coach of the Bills. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. I'm Kate Scott here with Brock Heward, and everybody just about set. And we're off and running from Western New York. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And it'll be their rookie QB who brings them out.
Kate, when I watch these rookie quarterbacks running out to open a game, I think of the old World Series great pitcher Cliff Lee. And he made a one-handed play in the World Series and was asked about it afterwards. They said, man, how do you have so much poise? You didn't even look nervous on that stage. And he said, sometimes you got to fake it until you make it. You got to tell yourself you'll be just fine. And these rookie QBs, that's part of the learning curve they're climbing. As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
They'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Ready? Shotgun now on third down. That heater is going to fall to the turf. So they couldn't throw for it on third down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
The Bills with a punt team out there, and he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. So we'll see the Broncos offense now for the first time. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And you could feel it, Kate. He wasn't content at any point of last week's game. As he led them to a win, he kept pushing higher and higher. 300 yards, 350, 400, and he was still thriving, driving the ball downfield as the game ended with a good bit over 400 yards. With his mindset, that's the minimum bar for him to attack this week.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A gain of 13 yards. Yellow. First down, Denver.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Back-to-back carries here. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice first down run.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. For big yards on the right side. He can't escape a quick tackle after the catch. Tackles at the 20. They're all set now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Broncos first down.
From the red zone now. He's got a man left. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. the game off right with a 6-0 lead. Extra point attempt coming up. Point after is up and through. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So Coach Sean McDermott sending his Bills offense back to the field. Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a second time. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Quick, yellow.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And that's not what the offense thought about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Jump off caught by his back. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention.
Set, ready. Look, ready.
Here's a throw. Dumped off to his running back. Escapes the defender. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of the work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go. Smith, red.
Keeps it on the option here. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Ready up.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the 2nd here. The Bills definitely thinking points. Takes the 2nd down snap. Setting up the screen. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Kid, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, they just remind that defense, you not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. There'll be a field goal try now for Joshua Carty. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So the Broncos headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. And they sure looks clean throwing that football the last drive, didn't they? And that's something we've seen from them early in games throughout this season, Brock.
Sure has been part of their game plan. Get that passing game going early, pick up some mo while both teams get established. Most weeks, well, we've seen it pay some pretty good dividends for them, too.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. Another carry for him. He'll be yard at most there on second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. To the air, Mahomes. And that will not be enough for a first down.
You get a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on down. They'll run here on first down. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Ready.
I'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Where did that defense was flying around and making the play?
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
Down. Set. Hut 33. Yellow. Ready.
They'll throw for it. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who already got to have short memories. You tell me this, too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bills get the football on the first turnover of the contest. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Thrown back gets the handoff. And that carry only makes one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Ready?
Throwing on second. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Now 3rd down and
Here we go.
9 yards to go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Keeps away from one. He takes it down to the 33. It's a 29-yard gain. And the Bills have a first down. Well, not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
Yellow,
Broncos' 34-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield.
Ready.
Throwing it on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. Breaks through and breaks away. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
Ready, start.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Completed over the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3.
Ready. Black 40.
Throwing from the gun. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
A 34-yard attempt.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. A massive shot towards the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. The Bills kickoff team out there now as they'll send this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, a run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
They've got first down here from the 36. Back to the well again. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. That play good for 17 and a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, search forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Going to the ground again on first. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Finds the in route complete. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That play. Wide open.
Pressure coming from Mahomes. Completed to his running back. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you can see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there and netted some positive yards.
Here's Mahomes. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos grow the lead coming out of halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos grow their lead to 8. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the double.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing. Dumps it off to his running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Come on, set.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And down he goes. The Bronco defense gets there. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They'll send out the punting unit. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Collects this at the 32. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Here's the one back on the handoff. Across midfield to the 45. And they'll finally get him at the 35-yard line. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for Broncos 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st down, Denver.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he can't escape a quick tackle after the catch. Tackles at the 20. You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Finds a man right side. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Sending him on the dive. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
Attack! Hey, 57! Hey,
He'll throw it. To the sideline. Catch secured. Wow, he made that one look easy for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Broncos stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Ready. Yep, set, cut. Set.
Back to throw. He's got a man left. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been trouble all game as this one's quickly marked up, too.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Now looking to throw. Called in by Lamb, right side. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay,
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Come on, set. 60 reps.
They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. You're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th.
4th down.
Here we go. Ready.
Desperation time here on 4th. Fails out of no place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
All the way! Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos have likely locked up the win right there. That one right down the middle. And the Broncos grow the lead now to 22 points. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And he's going to elect not to bring this one out, so no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Working on 1st down. All the left side. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's the handoff. Stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
At the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
Check right.
They give it to him again. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. And goes to the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up. Looking quickly here.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd
Ready,
and
go.
10 at the 29-yard
Ready,
line.
They'll go play action. Broncos all around him, and down he goes. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up third down.
Shotgun now on third down. Going all the way to the end zone here. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's fourth down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Give now to the running back. He has room past the 25. There he goes again. And he takes this one in for the Denver touchdown. The Broncos put up even more points in a win. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos grow their lead yet again. The kicking unit on now for the Broncos, and they're ready to send it away. And that bounces out of the end zone. It's a touchback. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And after they were stopped on fourth down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. First and 10, looking to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
A give now from the gun. He continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Let's go now.
Motion and tight end left.
Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's 4th down.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Ready.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And this one's swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
Result of the play.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
First down now, ball at the 33. Hand off to the back. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
22-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Broncos keep running away with this. Kicking team on to try the PAT. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bills set to take over offensively. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready. Red, 38. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Bronk, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kick, with this mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.